Tonight I'm going in depth on a part of the debt ceiling bill that could impact thousands of Oklahomans. I talked with the president of Hunger Free Oklahoma about changes to SNAP benefits and a local food pantry who says they could see more clients because of it. Inside the Hunger Free Oklahoma office, CEO Chris Bernard is a part of the team working to end hunger across the state.
Nearly 50% of Oklahomans are having to make tough decisions between paying bills, putting food on the table, and those sorts of things.
He told me they've closely followed the debt ceiling negotiations, specifically as it relates to Oklahomans who get SNAP benefits.
For the first time, have actually enforceable work requirements, where if you're an able-bodied individual with no disabilities, you're required to work 20 hours a week. That's a huge burden, right? Come on, give me a break. Of course you should be working. You're an able-bodied individual. You should go to work.
Tying food, which is a basic need, to a work requirement that often is out of somebody's control doesn't make much sense, and the data tells us it's actually not effective.
Bernard says of the roughly 700,000 Oklahomans who use SNAP benefits at the grocery store in a year, about 10,000 will be impacted by the new rule.
For the folks who are 49 to 54, who may be disabled but not meet the definition required within the statute, or may have trouble accessing work for other reasons, are going to suffer, and they're going to lean more on our charitable side.
I think that we'll see an increase.
Tim Newman is the director of the market at Catholic Charities.
Our shoppers that we're seeing come through here, that they're receiving some type of assistance, governmental assistance. A lot of them are SNAP benefits or Social Security.
He says they help fill in the gap, and they could see more people because of the changes. For Bernard, he says ultimately the deal trades one group of hungry people for another.
For some, it'll mean they're better off, right? So for instance, our homeless population is going to be able to access SNAP on a more continuous basis, which will help them get the food they need.
He says he'd like to see expanded access of this benefit for everyone who needs it.
If we want to do that, we can't just shuffle chairs on the deck saying, well, now these people will go without, but these people will get it. We really need to talk about how we move forward and start to give everybody access to what they need to have a healthy diet.
The president signed the bill into law this weekend, averting a debt default across the country.